In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple content creation system in Notion. So first, let's head over to the sidebar, click Add a Page, then Database, and finally click Empty Database to turn that empty page into a database. I will rename it Content, and now I'm going to add 4 different properties for status, format, publication date, and platforms. So let's start off with the status property. Here I will add a few example page. This way I can easily change the status options. I will click Edit Property, and here I will turn the Not Started option into Idea. I will add a Draft option, and also we can turn Editing into In Progress into Editing. Add a Scheduled option, and finally turn Done into Published. Then I can also change the different colors for the options. And there we go. Now the next property will be a select property that I will rename format. And here the options will basically contain a single tag depending on what the content type is. So I will create 3 for now: video, image, and text. Now the next property will be a date property. This is probably the most important one along with status. And here, this is where you will put your different publication dates for your content pieces. I will rename the property publication date and also turn date format into relative. This way I can see exactly when the publication date is compared to the current date. And finally, the last property will be a multi-select property for the different platforms that the content can be published on. So one same content can be published on different platforms. So I'm just going to add the main social media platforms, but you can add anything that you want here. Then I'm just going to rename this view all content. So this is basically the main data source and the main view for the content system. But I'm just going to create different views depending on where on the pipeline each page is located. Basically, I'm going to create a list view now that can be renamed ideas. And the goal with this view is to filter out only the pages for which the status is set to idea. So I will click on add filter and select status, and status must be an idea. Here I don't need to have these properties that show up, so I will go back to property visibility and here hide this property. This way I only have my pages and the associated title for each of my ideas. Now let's create a new view. This one will be a board view. The goal is to create the content pipeline to basically make your pages go through the different stages of creation. So I'm going to create board, rename it pipeline. And here I have a column for each of my status options because by default, the view will be grouped by status. But what I want to do is hide the idea and published options because leaving them visible would mean that any content that you finished will be displayed in this view. But this view is only meant to process the content over time. And the ideas might not be acted upon, so you might want to keep them in a separate view. And here, let's say I turn, for example, an idea to a draft and an idea straight to editing and one to scheduled. They will all show up in a different column in this view, but I can also decide to show different properties below them. So especially the publication date and format. Here's, even if a publication date is not filled in, I can click the small edit button here and give it the publication date before moving the page to the scheduled tab. Finally, let's create our last view, which is going to be the content creation calendar. So I'm just going to rename it content calendar. And here, basically, This view is only used to see at a glance exactly when your content has been or will be published. So I don't need to display my publication date as a property because it's already visible within the calendar view. So what I will do instead is go to the property visibility and select status, and also the different platforms on which the content will be visible. Okay, so this is for basically the main views and the main pipeline for your content. But what's really important for content creation system is to also be able to type in some content within the pages. And some of the content will be the same over time. So you will always have maybe a script, notes that you want to add, maybe a thumbnail. So to do that, to avoid replacing and recreating that over and over again, we're going to head over to the small arrow here next to the views, then to the new button, and select new template. This way we will create a reusable page depending on the format that we create. So I'm going to name this page video, for example. I can also add an associated icon, video camera. And so whenever I click on this specific page template, the format for the new page will be set to video. The platforms can also be put beforehand, but I'm just going to leave them as empty for now. The status will be set to draft. So whenever, for example, I start from an idea, I will go inside the page and pick the page template that I want. And finally, the publication date will automatically be set to now. So this way, date and also the time will be filled in. Then I can modify them manually. But now the most important part is actually the page content itself. And this is where you can type in the notes, for example, the script, let's say leave a space for the thumbnail. And so I'm just going to edit this and I'm going to get back to you in a second. So here we go. I just quickly created a small page template. So basically nothing too crazy. It's just whenever you create a new page, for example, this template will automatically apply to it. So you can just type in, and remember that you need to type in your notes before and then your concept, and you can finally describe your script and add a description for your piece of content. And what's important as well is to have the image at the top here. This way, let's say add any image. This can be the thumbnail for a YouTube video, for example. It will be in the potential gallery view that you create. So this is what I wanted to show you now. This is optional, but we can create a fifth view actually based on a gallery view. And this can be used for the published content, for example. I can rename it library. All the pages in here are supposed to be the pages, or rather the content that has already been published. So I will need to add a filter for only the pages for which the status is set to published. Now I will also, so just for the example, let me turn the page to published, for example. And now I want to group my pages in the library by format. So I will click on group, select format, and now I will have all my videos that have been published, all my images and text and so on. And so let's say I want to add all my pages to published. Here we go. Now I'm going to head back to the library. As you can see, I have a gallery view with all the pages that have been published, including a view of the thumbnail. And this is just a way to remember exactly what your content was, and you can access it at all times from here. Now, the last thing I want to do is show you the entire process to basically use this system. So you can either start from the all content system and simply add new pages, or go into your idea view and here click the new page button. Let's say you have a new idea, you can say example text, whatever. And whenever you click inside it, you can either turn the status to draft manually or pick a specific page template. I'm going to pick video, for example. Now I'm going to go back here and head to the pipeline. There you can click on the page again, for example, type in your notes, your concept, your hook, main point, outro, and all that. When that's ready and you've recorded your video, for example, and it needs editing, you can put it into editing. And once that's ready, you can change your publication date to the actual date you want to publish the video on. And finally, put it in that inside the schedule button. And once your video has actually been published, you can again open the page and set it to published. It will appear in your content calendar as a published video, and you will also see it from your library. And if you want, you can add the platforms after that. So let's say you've published it on YouTube and Instagram, you can add it here. And so that's it. One single content database can handle your ideas, your content pipeline, your calendar, and even have a library for your published content. Now, if you want to learn how to build better Notion systems, you can join my free 5-day Notion Mastery Challenge. The link is in the bio. And if you've liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.